Welcome to Cozy Venture, where we play chill games to help you get to sleep. We're going to keep playing Moon. My controller wasn't working earlier. Hopefully it works now. Yes, it does. Alright, let's go. It's a go. Okay. So there's a few things that I know can be done. And, there's a lot of stuff I know that I can't do. What I really need to do is I have to look more carefully at the guide that I'm following. Yes, I'm following a guide now, but it's only because we're so far in and I don't really remember what to do, and it's hard to figure out on my own. This game is quite difficult. Alright, let's go talk to Yoshida, because I know that we can do a quest line with him, so let's go do that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. I'm looking at my my fragrance collection and I'm like, I like to layer a lot. And I was like, there's definitely something missing. It's like I need something that's just really simple, just wood and incense, that's it. And it's like, that would be perfect for layering with literally anything in my collection. So, I bought that. It hasn't arrived yet because it's a decant from Europe, but really looking forward to that. Hey, well, I'm about to go to class. I'll give you a holler. Come over to your house. Okay. Guess I have to wait at the house then. Yeah, I've been really into fragrance lately. But, you know, I'm kind of broke, so I just kind of limit it to, like, decants and, like, full sizes under 100, you know. They're usually full sizes under 50, actually, now that I think about it. So, yeah. Fragrance is a lot. Navigating the fragrance world is, like, difficult. Because, you know, it's a pretty expensive hobby. But really, I like fragrance. A lot of my family members have really sensitive noses, though, so they don't like it when I wear fragrance. Especially when we go on, like, I wouldn't say car trips because we're usually in there for like 15 minutes at a time. But like whenever we're going somewhere in a car and they have to sit next to me, they're like, stop it, this smells terrible, stop it. It smells like cinnamon and lead, even though there's no notes of cinnamon or lead in it. And that's what I said the other one smelled like, that actually had cinnamon in it. Real life example. Apparently he's going to come get me when it's time, but I don't see him. I don't know when the time will be. Beware the eyes of Marge. Sorry. The Idas of Marge. The Idas of March is coming up pretty much next month, in like a month from now, probably. Because we're at the end of January when I'm recording this, so. The Eyes of Marge is one of my favorite memes. Beware the eyes of Marge. So. Okay, I'm going to go take a peek at the guide for a little bit. Peeking at the guide, peeking at the guide. Woohoo. Okay, here we go. Um, Castletown. Okay, looking at this stuff. Wait a minute. Hold on. I am very confused. I don't know what to do, really. I am, and have been for a while, working on original stories that I plan on releasing as simultaneous web novel and audiobook podcast. So there's like how many? So ones that I have written. Okay, the one that I've completed, the one that I will release first. I'm currently working on the podcast for that, but the writing is all done. And then there's two more that I've started writing for, but haven't finished writing. One of them, okay, the first two are novellas, so they're shorter, but the third one is an entire novel. It's basically like a 3-season miniseries, you know what I mean? Or like 3 movies. It could be adapted into 3 movies. And it's, so I plan to release all of them as like when the web novel chapter comes out, the podcast episode will also come out. Because I want it to be super accessible. Because me, I don't like reading. I don't like reading. I'm so sorry. I don't like reading. I have dyslexia, so it's quite hard for me to read, honestly. And I also have ADHD, so it means it's harder for me to focus on when I'm writing. When I'm reading. Well, it does make it harder to focus when I'm writing as well. But so, I wanted to make something that was audiobook and a web novel. Obviously, if I could, I would make like shows or movies out of my stuff, but right now I'm trying to keep it really accessible. So I wanna, so accessible for me and for others. So I'm having like, free web novel. Wow. Free podcast. I want people to like experience the story. Experience the story. I want as many people as I can get to understand, connect with, because I wouldn't make any of the stories that I write unless I think there's like a heart and soul to it. If there's an idea that I have that I'm not like, oh, well, this could teach this. This could help people understand this about themselves. This could help people realize that they're not alone. If there isn't that component, I usually just abandon the idea. Obviously, if I ever have an idea, I write it down just in case I have like more fleshing out that I randomly think of for that idea, but generally, I don't come back to it. So, um, the one that's coming out the soonest, I plan on maybe releasing it sometime in March, I think. I think I plan on releasing it on the first day of spring. Whatever. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Um, that first story, it's gonna be released under the moniker of Clockwork Voice. because that's the company name that I want. And uh, I have a logo for it and everything, and I'm really proud of the logo and the iconography and like the little branding jingle that I made. I'm happy with all of that. Point is that uh mm, sorry. Uh oh my goodness, I'm running out of stuff to say already. Oh shoot. So that first story is about these two people, gender neutral, who are um they're in like I think pre-colonialism, like Europe kind of, and they're looking for a way to stop the eternal winter that's suffocating the entire countryside. For all they know, it could be the entire world that's in an eternal winter. One of them was in living in a hole their whole life, as far as they can remember. Ha, whole life, haha, funny. Um, did you hear the lack of smile in my voice? Can you hear the smile in my voice now that I'm so funny? Haha. Okay, so um, then the other person rescued them, and they have magical powers. The other person does, so they can stop self and the other person from getting cold. So they are journeying across the countryside, looking for clues about their past and the past of like the local villages, trying to figure out how they can reach the eternal winter and like learn more about their past, because neither of them remember their childhoods very well at all. And I think it's a really resonant story for those who have uh, who suffer with loneliness, who who feel like they fall in love too easily, or people who want love, people who had terrible childhoods, people who don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know how they got this way. So yeah, every story that I write is very personal to me because if it wasn't, I wouldn't write it. And every story I think is not only personal to me, but it could be personal to other people. And that's another reason that I write it. That's the thing. There was one post I saw on Tumblr, don't laugh at me. A post I saw on Tumblr where someone basically said, if an artist's job is to show you what's wrong with them and make you realize, oh, that's what was wrong with me too. Or, oh, that's what's wrong with my friend or my family. Does that make sense? Because I think it makes sense. Because that's how I interact with art, at least. It's like I don't engage with art that doesn't engage me. Oh, my head hurts. Specifically, my right eye hurts. It hurts a lot. I'm having like some kind of headache. Is it a caffeine headache? I didn't have caffeine this morning. That might be it. I'm trying to go off caffeine because it kind of damages your sleep cycle. Um, the other story I'm working on, there's actually more. And now there's like 3 stories that I'm like, that I really want to start writing, but I want to finish the other ones first so they have something to actually like, so that I can finish them and have a finished work that I can release. So, the next one to be released after that, this might be maybe like a year out from now. I don't know. I'm not even sure. But it's my life, it's now or never. I think this one might be the most personal to me out of all of them, because the main character is, well, I think in all of the stories that I've written, the main character has like a lot of me in it. The main character for the second story is also very much inspired, and her situation is inspired by that of my cousin, um, who has dealt with familial abuse. And so I wanted to tackle that subject, especially with um, dignity and grace and respect. So I did a lot of research, and I'm very proud of what I've come up with. Um, Let me think. The story is about this young girl who has had an obsession with the horror genre, especially in movies, ever since she was really little, and caught her dad watching a horror movie late at night. Now, me myself, I was never much of a horror fan as a kid, but nowadays I really like horror. And I thought it would be interesting to see a young character have that sort of fascination with the macabre. Because it's really, and people say it's like not right. People like that are not right in the head. It's not real. None of it is real. Obviously, I treat real, real life violence with reverence, and that's happened. I wonder if there's a way to express that in the book. I haven't finished writing it yet. Anyway, so she is dealing with familial abuse and abuse at school, and she's having trouble coping with that. And the way she does is one day she gets moved into a room upstairs closer to the attic, and she finds the attic door, and she opens it, and it opens up this portal in the wall that takes her to a realm. Now, legally, I'm not allowed to call it hell. Not legally. It's kind of like a Boiling Isles situation where it's basically hell, but I don't want to upset any Christians because those people are extremely scary to me. And also my family is Christian. Take all of that information as you will. Um, but basically, she makes friends with the nicest one, the nicest quote demon. They're called nightmares because obviously we can't call them demons. So she makes best friends with the nicest nightmare, and he's a bartender and an entertainer, and he's got like a what's the area that encompasses Boston, New York, New Jersey? Boston is a city in Massachusetts. I'm an idiot. So he has an accent in that area, so he's like kind of mob boss adjacent sounding, but he's not. He wouldn't hurt a fly, and he's trying his hardest to hide that fact from everyone, because if they knew that he was nice, they would rip him to shreds. So, they have a symbiotic relationship. He's been around for a really long time, and he feels like he's pretty wise, and she's human. He wants to be more human. And so she has trouble standing up to her oppressors. She has trouble standing up to school bullies and standing up to her mom. She's the abusive figure in the story. And one day she decides, hey, I'm going to take you out of the fantasy realm that you're in. Let's see if you can survive in the real world. And he's like, okay. And so she's the only one who can see him. The only one who can see him. And, he encourages her to stand up to her bully. That's the inciting incident. And she gets detention, of course. And in detention, she meets a very nice girl who was only there because she fought back, just like her. This nice girl, the main character falls for her pretty immediately. And so it's kind of like a situation where I had lots of crushes on girls that I knew. Like, I can think of at least 3. It's a lot for a kid. I've had a lot of crushes. You know, obviously none of those worked out, but I was really happy to be friends with them. So I wanted... And the other thing is that there are these creatures that are coming after the main character. And even her nightmare friend doesn't really fully know what they are. And she doesn't know what will happen if they catch up to her. Oh shoot, there he is! Let's go to school together. Was I just supposed to go to bed? Oh my gosh. I'm a fool. We have a new student at tonight's Midnight University. Then, everyone, let's show him support. You're the new kid, so you gotta sit in the back. Yeah, it's a little cramped. Sorry about that. Oh, the birdwatcher. Class is now in session. Today we will be studying the moon. And since you're new here, you might find this difficult. Please pay attention to the parts you can understand. As you may already know, long ago the ground dwellers and the moon dwellers lived in harmony. However, due to a recent bizarre phenomenon, the ground dwellers no longer recollect the existence of the moon dwellers. Oh shoot! They were such good friends. Why'd they forget about them? The truth is, humans are forgetful. I wonder how those long-forgotten moon dwellers fare now. Perhaps more bizarre, the people of the city have now created a hero. This hero now scours the land, massacring, straggling moonlings. Hold up, Teach. Would you say if we let this continue, even us birds might be in trouble? We must investigate the root of the changes happening to the world. All we know for certain, something has happened to the moon's door of light. Kingdom Hearts. that something has obliterated the precious moonlight. So hey, what can we do? How can we help discover the cause? The best course of action, go to the moon, investigate directly. Oh hey, that's right, that sounds good. Long ago the moon was close to us as close to us as a next door neighbor. Unfortunately, the ages have changed this. Today, reaching the moon requires a long trip through outer space. Oh heck, that sounds too far away. Unflyable even for a bird. You needn't worry. A flicker of the memory of the moon yet remains within humanity. King Carefree the 13th. Dr. Hager. If they can finish developing their rocket, we can travel to the moon. Oh hey, I gotta get a ticket to that on that rocket. The moon will look great on a travel brochure. Next stop, outer space. Space. The great infinity. Ah, soon morning's light shall break the sky. Thus concludes the night's lecture. Are there more lessons? Is there more? Let's see. Get in the bed, please. Get in the bed, Shinji. Oh, that sounds wrong. Oh. Good evening. Hello, Vin. Let's go to school together. Today we'll be studying dreams. Who's had an interesting dream lately? Oh, me! Pick me! Yes, Yoshida? I had a wild dream the other day. At a goddess. Oh! So there was a TV in a little room, right? Hit the switch, and I saw myself in the TV. At first I thought, wowzers! Then the next thing I knew, I was in a hot spring. I was kinda shocked. Then I thought, hey, a hot bath sounds good. When are we getting to the part with the goddess? I'm getting there, buddy. So I was feeling good and hot in the bath, just living it up. Then I saw this dame walking in. So I said, you need me to wash your back? Except, all smooth like. She says, you must help them. So I said, yes ma'am. How was I gonna refuse? And snap, in an instant I was surrounded by sunflowers. Hearts were flying everywhere around me, so it was a pretty good dream, if a bit weird. It was a dream. This is a dream. If that world is a dream, does that mean this world is also a dream? Us birds possess a unique knack for dream remembrance. We must remember also to celebrate our birdliness. Oh hey, I learned something new about birds. Birdliness. As long as we do not forget about our dreams, we can hear the moonlings cry for help. There's no way humans will be able to do it. After all, they're so forgetful. Then, tell us, do you remember your dreams? I ain't got a clue what I dreamed about even last night. Ben's dreams. Oh, soon morning's light shall break the sky. Thus concludes the night's lecture. I'm liking this so far. One day. Gotta get up. He's big and he's fuzzy and I love him because he's just poop. That's something that something that Glitchy came up with. Feet are ridiculously cold. We're still dealing with some pretty harsh weather. Whether you like it or not. Weather is cold, warm, and hot. On my phones, I need my kneaded biscuits plain. So, I was talking about the book. There's a lot of symbolism in that book, and I'm really proud of it. So, for example, the evil creatures following the protagonist and the nightmares in general, they're supposed to represent hallucinations, specifically personality-based hallucinations. So like headmates, kind of. I used to have a headmate, and then I took medication. The main reason I did that was because I had two headmates. One of them was really nice and helped me feel less lonely, and one of them was incredibly scary and abusive. So I weighed my options and I decided that it was better for me to not see the evil one and also not see the good one rather than having to deal with the evil one with the good one's help. So that's a dilemma that happens near the climax of the book, whether or not the main character will be like, oh yeah, it's better for me to not deal with this. That sort of thing. There's Fred. And I also wanted to write a story about a child dealing with, feelings for the opposite gender, because I feel like it's not talked about. Especially for children who like fall easily and fall real hard, like me. There's also a specific scene that I'm thinking of. It's really representative of. Oh, there he is. Oh. Okay, so I have to be extra sneaky. And I wasn't, so. Well, there's a scene that's very close to my heart from that book where, the protagonist has a hallucination that they start understanding that they are truly alone, or that's at least how they feel. And it's something that really, when I came up with it, it made me cry, like, a lot. If I remember correctly. I feel like that scene will be really impactful for people who read it, listen to it, or maybe somewhere in the far future, watch it. You know, I would love to get picked up by Glitch. That would be amazing. Or like A24. That's like the dream, right? That's the dream for an indie creator. So I'd love that, but I don't think that's gonna happen for a while. But really, I do need help bringing my idea to life. I have a really good idea. I really don't know how I'm gonna tease new book, because I don't have any like scenes. I guess I could make like a few little 3D models in Blockbench because that's my preferred style. I think I could come up with something that would really work. Here we go. They teach. I got a question. Yes, Yoshida. How did humans get so forgetful in the first place? Oh, that is a pertinent question. Yes, today's lecture concerns humans. As everyone knows, humans are mysterious creatures. When the moonlight vanished, they became absent-minded. The humans forgot about the existence of the moonlings. They even forgot the contents of their own dreams. They've forgotten the confusion of the day the moonlight vanished. They've even forgotten that they have forgotten. Me, I'll never forget that day. I was in the city. Humans were going panic wild. A dragon ate the moonlight. I'll eat the city next. Bunch of yappy whiners. Then nothing. They stopped caring about the moon, that the moon was gone. So, who goes with humans? So it goes with humans. Humans are pretty bad. Humans forget all. Sadness, happiness, all forgotten. Where will the tide of fate take them? Whatever shall become of Moonworld, none can tell. Ah, soon morning's light shall break the sky. Let us end tonight's lecture here. Interesting. How much money do I have? That's the wrong button. It appears I have 600. I don't want to buy any moon discs right now, so I'll just wait for the lecture. I think we can knock out this quest line in this one episode. Good evening. Hello, Vin. Let's go to school together. Here we go. Today, I've sad news. I've reached mandatory retirement age. After tonight's class, board law states that I must retire. That's really funny. Therefore, tonight's lecture will be my last. Conveniently, I have just one more topic I need to discuss. Oh, that sounds good. It is. Love. Love? 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 Yes. My final lecture concerns love. Let's begin with the question. What is love? Wow, I ain't ever heard of such a tough question. Dream within a dream, the moon goddess whispers. If you are full of love, the door will open. On that stone slab they found in my village, it was written that this world is full of love, and Ven is out there collecting love. Yes, yes. Love hides in untellably many crannies of this world. Am I the only one who doesn't even know what love is, though? Let's learn from Yoshi's honesty. Never be afraid to declare when you don't know something. A declaration of ignorance is the first step in the journey of knowledge. So, who can answer the question, what is love? One among you stands frightfully close to the answer. How do you mean? I'm referring to Ven. Ven? Pretty good. Yeah, Ven, you go, buddy. What exactly is love? This question haunts me. You needn't answer right away today, no. Consider this your homework until we meet again. In some night sky somewhere, we find our own answers. 100 people, 100 unique loves. Well then, as of tonight, Midnight University enters a hiatus. Farewell, my Night University students. Please never stop studying. Goodbye. See ya. Bye-bye, Teach. Well, I know what I gotta do, which is I gotta go back and restart my business from scratch. I gotta put all of this knowledge to use. Yay. I liked that. Nice storyline. Let's see what love you've gathered today, Ven. Yoshida's ready to try again, thanks to you and Professor Owl. For your next level, you'll need 6 more love. Love still dulls this world. Please seek out the scattered love. Collect a lot of it, please. Alright. Only about 15 minutes left in the episode. I think I'm going to spend that time fishing. Sounds nice. I probably should teleport there. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Well, hello again. You want me to eat you up again, don't you? Yes. Well, hello. Where do you want to go? Take me to the tropical fields. Oh my, don't you look delicious. If I remember correctly, down here somewhere is... Oh, excuse me. Where's the fish? There's that one fish that I can't catch. The one that goes... Here, let me see if I can... Is he down here? The moonling. You know, that's the path to the cave. I think I figured out how to catch that fish. Here, let me see if I can catch it. I believe it's up this way. And then off to the side. Did I already catch it? I think I might have already caught it. My bad. I'm quite forgetful. Alright, let's go fishing. Come on. Let's go fishing. Come on. No one will get that reference because that anime is so obscure. I think I referenced it last time I said that line. I think I said that line earlier, and I said that line, and I was like, well, it's from this show. Alright, let's go fishing. Go fishing? Nice. Nice. Go. And that anime I was talking about, Tsuritama, really is one of my favorites. I think that the two main characters so beautifully represent the two different kinds of autism. Two different kinds. There's many different kinds, but there's like... I think they both represent autism in different ways. And I think it does a really good job of that. I don't think it was on purpose, but it seems incredibly autistic to me. I at one point I was planning on making an analysis video, and then my channel kind of turned away from doing analysis. Maybe one day I'll do it. I'll talk about how autistic that anime is. Ooh, nice. Apparently there's like a rare item that you can get here that helps with one of the quest lines. Ooh. Puraruku. Alright, here we go. Catching a fish. Who knows, it might not be a fish. Ooh, that looks rare. Alright. Here, fishy. I know I can catch a fish, I just know it. I've caught a few already. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Right. Any moment now, I'll get a fish. I've been contemplating whether or not I should start another Let's Play of a different game for this series until after I finish this, or start it right now. Because this game's great, but I do kind of want some variety in what I play, you know? Right. Any day now. What? How much do I have? That's the wrong button. Let's go get some fish. Bait, I mean. I love Bait, my favorite character from the Dragon Prince. Not even close, by the way. Actually, no, he's awesome. I like Bait. It's hard to pick a favorite character. That show is so good. There's a lot of hate surrounding it, but really I like it a lot. Am I imagining the hate for that show? I swear, if you find another bug over there, I will kill you. You can't do that in this game. In fact, it's antithetical to the moral, and it was simply a joke. Looking for kitty bugs? We all know you're looking for kitty bugs. I am also looking for kitty bugs. I know you're looking for kitty bugs. Oh, that's right. If I go eat at the restaurant, I can... If I go to eat at the restaurant, then I can enhance my fishing skills by eating a meal. I swear I clicked on it. Alright. Their numbers have considerably decreased lately, and yet they're everywhere. I swear I got it, guys. I still got it. Let me go back home. Wake me up when it's all over. Are there any more creatures that I need to find in this area? It's actually the beginning of the night. Let me see if I can find the dream alien. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yep. Am I going the right way now? No, I'm not. Have I lost my way again? I've lost my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna try waiting out in the cave to see if I can find the Dream Eater. Yeah, I think it's this way. And then down this edge here. Yeah, I think this is where it is. Cream soda mermaid. No, I won't explain that. I was gonna say I won't explain that joke, but it's not really a joke. I didn't enter the cave? Okay, I'm just gonna wait here for a full cycle, I think. Pretty soon I'm gonna come out with an album. I've got 2 albums that are basically finished. And they're gonna come out a few months apart. I won't make them come out like more than 6 months apart because I want that music on Spotify so I can add it to my playlists. So, yeah. There's an acoustic album and like a trance EDM sort of album. Pretty genre diverse. So, there's the one that's coming out, the acoustic album. I don't remember which one's coming out first. The acoustic album is pretty much exclusively songs of exponential yearning for my crush. He's listened to the music and he's like, that was just good. It's good stuff. He still doesn't reciprocate my feelings as far as I know. There was an altercation recently that made me think that he might return my feelings, but he hasn't talked about it, and I feel like I probably just misunderstood something. So I'm gonna take a peek over at the guide. What's up? Fighter fish. We caught the fighter fish. Mr. Droll. We caught Mr. Droll. Wait. During the cutscene when flying to Bali Bali Island for Bali Bali Island story, lightning will be summoned. This will free Shocky Catfish's soul to be caught. Okay. That's good. I I feel kind of stuck, really. I am unemployed. I'm in a lot of debt. Can't drive. I feel really stuck. We're at this moment in my life. The guy I like is toying with me. Probably not on purpose, but, you know. There's just so much happening and yet nothing happening at the same time. I feel like I'm moving through water. I understand that all of this is a sign of unemployment-related depression. And really, I don't know what to do about it. Other than, well, I know you might be thinking, you should get a job then. If you think it's unemployment, then you should get a job. One, getting a job is really quite difficult. I have applied to maybe about 100 jobs. I've been turned down. Every time. I meet the requirements, but they're like, no. No. We don't like you. And also I have a physical injury that's making it very hard for me to do the work that I can do. The work that I'm doing for my uncle. I have to take, like, 30-minute breaks every hour. Because it gets so painful to just stand and, like, bend over and do stuff like that. I have a back injury. I've had chronic back pain for a really, really long time. But it got worse after after an incident, so. I've had to walk around with the cane, and I've had to get a new back brace. I stopped wearing my old back brace a long time ago because it stopped fitting. Because I had gained weight. So, I got a new one. When I wear it, I already feel so much better. It will definitely help work, so I'm grateful for that. Alright, off to bed. I remember we didn't get any love, so we're just gonna wake straight up. Yep. That's the end of the episode. Thank you everyone for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep. Good night.